Hello everyone, welcome to episode 10 of ChessWhiz TV. Today is May, I really should look this up before the cast. May 8th, Thursday, May 8th, 2014. Today we are doing something a little bit different. I put a thread on Lichess about what time control we should play, and there was some conflicting opinions about whether it should be fast or slow chess. So today we're going to play what I call Around the World, which I just made up on the spot. And that's where we play kind of around the time control. So we're going to start off with a really fast game with a 1 minute game, then we're going to go to a 2 minute, 3, 4, and 5 minute games, and then we're all the way halfway around the world, which for me would be Turkey, which is making me hungry. And then down 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, finish off with a 1 minute game. We're going to try to win at least 7 points out of those 9 games. That's the goal for today. So let's see how we can do. Where are we? Oh, here I am in an empty room talking to myself. Let's get over to light. Interesting. The sound turned off when I switched over. Let me see if I can fix that. Is that better? Oh, very good. Okay, I think this cast will be much better with sound. Much, much better indeed. So I've decided not to play against Stockfish AI level 8. That would make for some difficult games. Instead, we're going to play against human beings who are very much worse at chess than Stockfish level 8. So starting off here, 1 minute per side. Let's allow anybody to play me, so down to 800. Oh, sorry, that's not anybody. And mixed colors. Whoa, that was fast. That's a new feature of the site, I believe. Is when you look for a match, if there's already someone out there who's ready to go with the same terms, then you just jump right in. So that was a time saver. Let's get started. Good luck. You're on TV. And he's on http://ustream.tv/channel/chesswiz. Of course, he's thinking, why doesn't this guy actually move? But that's happening right now. No, I was too slow. Come on, play me. Come on. I was typing to you. He's probably not speaking English. He's not. He wants to speak Spanish. So, and he's gone. Okay, so we're not going to count that as a loss just because we took too long to make our first move. Whoa, that was really fast. Into the next game. We'll warn this guy. You're on TV. Okay, e4. That's my favorite starting move. It is the best and most awesome starting move. Another nice feature of the site is Black's time does not start running until he makes his first move. It used to be that Black's time would begin running immediately. Let's take some center. Oh, let's trade queens. Hey, I want to trade queens. And so because Black's time would start immediately before he makes any moves, you basically could not choose to be Black if you're going to play a very, very fast game, because you open up your GameSeek and then you're like, well, no one's joining. I guess I'll go get a drink of water. So you get up, and then when you come back, someone joined the game and they're Black, and you're Black. They've already moved and you're out of time. So with that change now, you can get a drink of water and people will just abort and you don't lose the game. Instead, it's just as if you were trying to tell them that they were on TV. Slows the game down quite a bit. Now, how come there's nothing in the chat box here? I think I got censored because I spammed it too much. Okay, so my bishop is pinned to my queen. Oh, and I'm not really playing this like a 1 minute game. I need to be a little bit faster here. Oh yeah, we'll check. Then I'll take this one. I shouldn't have checked. I'm going to lose my bishop now. But with the time running low, that doesn't matter so much. What matters is that I get castled. And I'm not able to castle. I better run over here. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm surviving. Just got to get my king out of the way. Oh, there goes one piece. And I'm over here. I'm over here. Come get me. Ha. Coming out for you. Trade again. I'm down a piece, but the time is so low that I don't even care. I just need to move very quickly. His knight's kind of stuck there. That's going to slow him down as he wonders, what should I do with my knight? Let me think for 5 more seconds about that. Let me think for 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Oh, out of time. Well, that's a win for game 1. So we have started off for me in the United States, and we have won the first game. So now let's travel east to the Atlantic Ocean. It's a little bit wet there, so bring your swimsuit. Up to 2 minutes per side. So this is going to give us a little more time to talk about the game. Whoa, that was fast. This is crazy fast. You're on TV. It's almost like people are just waiting to jump on me as soon as I set the game seek out. Okay, I get to be white again. E4 is my move. Let's take that center. All right. And this guy's not at his computer. No problem. We'll just look at the chessboard till he makes a move. We got a cheer for USA in the chat. Go USA, that's correct. The United States is not really well loved around the world because not all Americans are nice people. But that kind of goes for every country. I don't think there's any country in the world where everyone is nice. If there is, I want to move there. They probably don't speak my language, so that'd be tricky, but it'd be worth it. Definitely would be worth that move. Okay, D4, let's open the center up. Trade, will this guy give up his queen? He does, pretty symmetrical position, but my pieces are out a little bit further, so I like this position for me. Boop, double up my pawns a little bit. But this gives me an open line to attack his king if he doesn't capture me down here. Nice try. Nice try, dude. Should I kick that knight out of the way? I love kicking knights, but what about this move, which forks the knight and the rook? That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think I'll pick up the rook. And I'll eat it for lunch. It's my favorite thing to do with rooks once I pick them up. Take some open lines with my rooks here. Now that I've picked up a rook for a bishop, by the way, for all you folks who haven't been around people who speak chess, that's actually called the exchange, which makes no sense. Why would it be called the exchange? It's bad to lose your rook for a bishop. Rooks are more powerful. So you lost it, you lose the exchange. Technical term, and it makes no sense. It's kind of a bad name for it, but it makes you sound cool when you say, oh, I won the exchange. People are like, how do you win that? Isn't that just a trade? No, it's not. All right, nice try getting into f4. That's a really good square for his knight. Boop. Because no pawns can kick it away. I don't have any pawns on this side. I don't have any pawns on this side. So that's called a hole in my position, because it's such a good spot for a knight. Anywhere pawns cannot kick you away, you'd love to lodge your knights in there. Unfortunately for him, I can cover it with a knight, at least for now. But that hole could become a problem later. Guess I get off that open line. How can I improve my position? This knight's guarding here. The rooks can't come down. The bishop, is there really any room for improvement here? I don't know. Maybe I'll jump the knight up to here where I can suggest a trade. I suggest trading knights. Will you take my suggestion? Yes. Trade off my bad pawn. Is it safe to capture that? No, because the knight can come down here. This is a little bit dangerous. And this pawn is under attack now too. And only 35 seconds. Close that up. That'll make my king a little bit safer. I'm going to lose a lot of pawns, but it's going to get spicy here with the clock getting low. If he takes my pawn, ooh. Let's see, I'll protect the pawn. I don't know. Things are kind of shaky. Oh, that was a bad sequence indeed. Now I've lost a rook, and he still has 40 seconds. This is not going to cut it. I think we're going to... Oops, there goes my other rook to a fork. I think we're going to lose this game. I don't see how I can hold it together with only a bishop. But there's a chance, if I just keep moving my bishop, that it will lead to victory. Don't fail me, good bishop. I think I'll have to trade it for this pawn. I hope I can trade it for this pawn. Yes, I traded it for the pawn. Well, now that my hero bishop is gone, I need to select a new hero unit. That's going to be my king, which can't do anything. Uh-oh. Wow, this is really pathetic. Really pathetic. We're pretty doomed here. Maybe I'll get stalemated. That happens more than you would think. Ouch. 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 Ah! Oh, checkmate! We lost game 2, but I was doing so well. I was up the exchange, as you guys saw. The problem was this attack came down on the king side, and I did not keep that closed, keep that defended very well. The rooks on this open line weren't able to penetrate. If I had kept them over on this line, my king would have been safer. And my center kind of fell apart there. My e2 pawn and my f2 pawn were both weak at the same time. And then when I pushed to close it up, I just had 3 weak pawns instead of 2. Ouch. All right, so we're 1-1 now. We've got 1 win and 1 loss. Let's go in to the next step. We're going to go to Great Britain, which is just east of the Atlantic Ocean. Nice thing about Great Britain is they speak English. Wow, these games are being seeked quickly. Perhaps it's the 1,466 players we have online. And a message from Chess University. He saw my stream. Well, I saw my stream too. I'm looking right at it. That's not news. Okay. Trade pawns. Exchange French defense. This is reviled by chess experts, masters, candidate masters, international masters, FIDE masters, and grandmasters alike for being so drawish. Castles. Who can win a chess game or basically symmetrical? The answer is me. However, the time's a little bit slower now. That's a tall pawn if I've ever seen one. Nice pawn chain, dude. That's pretty good. I could go trade my knight for it. If I attack that bishop, it can't go anywhere. What if I attack it with my bishop? He won't like that a bit. Yeah, since it's pinned, it cannot move, it cannot capture me. He's going to say, yeah, attack pinned pieces is your motto. Don't forget it, guys. Oh, this direction. I don't think this is safe for him because I've got 2 attackers here. So when you attack a pinned piece, when you pin a piece, which means it can't move because the piece behind is too valuable, then you should pile up on it. Like, well, you guys know how to pile up. I'm sure you've done that before. Because often you can actually win material, which is code for win pieces, simply by attacking that thing. For example, if I got this pawn all the way down here, then I would win that bishop. It couldn't escape. Or let's say I got this pawn all the way down here, for example, just hypothetically, you know what I mean? Okay, the only problem with capturing is bishop takes here, check, and then his queen captures my queen. Now I like my queen, so I'm not going to allow that. It's one of my favorite pieces. Let's go for his queen instead. Still a problem, but at least I'm blocking the tactic here. I'm going to go this way to help protect this pawn. I really should have thought all this through. I shouldn't have played d4 unless I was prepared to go all the way and capture this bishop on e3. I shouldn't have just pushed and said, well, that was fun. Now let's do something else with my time, because I need to get the rest of my pieces out. I can't be messing around if I'm not going to be capturing bishops. Okay, now my pieces are looking a bit better. Move this knight one more time, it'll actually do something with itself. It'll be useful. Very good. We got someone in chat commenting the last game saying, my pawns were terrible. I totally agree. They were terrible. I would have been better off without them entirely. Who needs pawns, right? Now that's an awesome pawn. I've changed my mind. I'm keeping my d3 pawn. I predict he's going to trade something very valuable for that pawn. For example, a knight or a rook. That's going to be his choice because it's such a nice pawn. It's going to threaten to grow up and become a queen. No longer will it be baby pawn. Coming down here to assist the queening ceremony. You know, this 1 is really bothering me. I know you guys, as soon as you see this 1 up here, you're like, oh, a message, we got to answer that. Because who can see one unread message and not respond to it? Not me, it's pretty tough. But I already know what it says. I've got a plan. Open a new tab. Refresh page. Leave this page. Oh, it's still there. Well, it was a good idea. Tear the tab off the screen. Okay, and now refresh the page. Leave the page. It's gone. I didn't have to refresh, it went away. Okay, now that I've tidied that up, it seems like I've really accomplished something. Mark all, oh yes, my prediction was true. He did sacrifice a huge piece for that pawn. Wasn't that beautiful? Sadly for him, he's still going to get checkmated, but it was worth a start. Oh, you don't want to be checkmated? Okay, I'll trade you and checkmate you later. Check. So that message was, I saw your stream, when is your next stream? So I'll just answer that for everyone, because you don't know yet. A lot of you guys are tuning in for the first time because I'm on the front page of Lichess, which I'll which I'll show off after this game. The next stream is Saturday. The reason is ChessWhiz TV is on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays every week until I die of the flu or some other cause. I'm not going to cast after I'm dead. Sorry about that. It's only live chess, if you know what I mean. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday. Today is Thursday, so the next cast is going to be Saturday. The time of day is the same, so that's easy to remember. It's always 3 p.m. GMT, which is including a time zone which is not yours. So if you look at the clock right now, it's something 17. Erase the 17, and that's when we're on. Now, if you're watching this as a recording, and I know a lot of guys are going to watch this recording because who wants to get up so early in the United States as to watch this at 3 p.m. GMT, then you've got to do the math yourself. And another message comes in. I'm being attacked by messages. Win! Yes, he runs out of time. I was so excited to talk about the next stream. Didn't even care that I was ahead the exchange. Rook for a bishop. Plus a whole minute, which is even more valuable. So we've won 2 games now. Lost 1. See right over here, live ChessWhiz TV. That's why we're getting all these messages. Everyone is jumping on me. So now we're going up to 4 minutes. Where is this? I'm going to say this is a bit further east. Maybe Poland, Czechoslovakia, perhaps? Germany. Germany's a good place. We're going to take black because we got white so many games it's not even fair. So I'm going to send... I'm not going to do anything. Escaque, that's not a German name because QUE is not an ending that they use in German. But we're going to try to play the Berlin defense this game because Berlin is in Germany. Come on. Bishop here. Come on. Come on, bishop. Bishop b5. Yes! And we have played the Berlin defense in Berlin. That is hard to do. Now what? Is it capture? That doesn't seem safe. Is it d5? I'll just transpose into something I'm a little bit more comfortable with. Okay, now we're in the main line. What do I do now? Bishop e7 for the close Sicilian. Bishop c5, that seems reasonable. Oh, I'm losing my voice. One moment, please. While I consume H2O, which is life-giving, as opposed to H2O2, which is toxic. With 4 minutes. Okay, so I've received a message in my mailbox. You see how I made that go away? That was magic on-screen magic, which is my favorite kind of magic. Off-screen magic. Did I say on-screen? By that I meant off-screen. Somebody sent me a message, and it said, here, I'm putting a 1 in your mailbox. Here you go. Don't do that. You know what I'm going to do? If you do that again, I'm going to ignore it. And the 1 is going to sit there the entire stream. And then you're going to look silly because people will say, what's that 1 there for? And then I'm going to say, well, that was Mole98 putting that 1 there. Actually, I should not say that. Now he's famous. That was a mistake. Yeah, there's a lot to learn when you've got your own stream. Okay, so what's happening here in this chess game? All my pieces are out, except for my rooks. They need to go to the best lines here. He's planning d4 to open up the center. But if he does that right now, I could capture. And then this line is pretty open. So why don't I pull back to prepare for that? He's probably going to play bishop here, which would be why he's pulled his knight back. Bring out his last pieces. So if I put my... if he does that, I guess I'll capture him. I kind of like playing f5 to help open up my king side, but that's pinned right now. No problem, I can just move over. I guess I'll start with moving over. That's useful in most lines. Most possible futures, which is all we have right now, is possible futures. The real future has not yet appeared. Okay, I'm protecting this pawn. He should not trade bishop and knight for rook and pawn, and he wisely does not. The reason is that the rook and pawn are just a bit more valuable in the middle game. But with knight here to f5, he'll kick my queen away, and then he'll pick up this pawn, and it will get bad, real bad. What can I do about that? If I g6, that stops him, but then bishop down here is really causing trouble. I don't want to create those weaknesses. Move my queen anywhere else. I guess I could just kick that knight away. Kicking knights, one of my favorite pastimes. If he knight f5, I could come up this way, still protecting f7, and then his knight has to run back. Oh, Oh, it's on. My pawn is pinned, and he brings another attacker down here. I'd better unpin that pawn. So much for the possible futures where king h8 is useful. We've diverged into one of the lesser futures. Okay, so someone in the chat says, Mole98, congratulations, you are now famous. Good work. You'll never be as famous as me, but you're second place famous. And that's something. Switch the screen color, says Mole98. You do not wield that power. Just kidding, just kidding. You do, but not permanently, because this light theme, by the way, you guys should all click this if you're playing light mode over here, because it's way better in the dark. Way, way better. He is making that trade. I don't mind at all. Unless he's not going to finish it off. Okay, it's getting complicated. If I capture this way, ooh, deadly attacks. What can I do? Another 1 has appeared and we will ignore it because it might be Mole98. Ooh, attacks down in here. Knight here could help trade that off, but it's very weak. Bishop attacking this means when the knight moves, I can just barrel down with my rook and queen here. But that doesn't lead to a checkmate. Capture knight takes with check, that's pretty scary. I could just move out of the way and run, but then with bishop takes here, let's try this. Unpins my rook. So if he really wants my rook, he has to take it now. Yes, this is a very strong attack. Escaque is taking me down. Boom. Ha! My rook was unpinned. Bet you didn't see that. He wants to wreak more havoc. If I come down, he can capture. So my only squares... I don't have any more squares. Whoa. Dude, that was so cool. If only I had done that to you instead. Wow, what a powerful attack. I'm going to tell him GG for that one. Oh, wow. Escaque, you should all send him a message instead of me because this number is climbing way too fast. You should say, Escaque, good job. You beat ChessWiz on stream. Now you're the winner. That's what happens when you win. Back to play. So how are we doing so far? We've taken 1 win and 2 losses. That is not a good start. As you recall, the goal was 7 out of 9 because we're climbing the mountain and then coming down from 5-minute. And so we've already taken both our losses. This means we need to win every game from now on. It's no problem. As we said, it's one of those possible futures. So let's go enter the future. All right. Create a game. Minutes per side, 5. We are at the top. So going east of Germany, we're going to enter, what's over there? Azerbaijan, perhaps. E4. A nice, slow 5-minute game. Very good. A Sicilian. Let's play this opening because they have to play d5, otherwise my center becomes really strong. And not everyone knows to play d5. They play, for example, knight c6. Now my center becomes strong. What's this c3 opening called again? c3 Sicilian. I'm looking this up off the screen. You guys can't see it, but you can hear the result. It's the Alapin variation. It's a very good opening for people who don't know how to play d5. If after e4, c5, c3, d5 occurs, then you don't quite get what you're trying to do. Because when you capture and he takes back with the queen, your cool queen attack where you bring your knight out here and it's attacking his queen is blocked by your c-pawn, which you just moved. Very obnoxious. So it actually doesn't lead to a great position. I mean, it's not losing or anything, but it's not what you were trying to do in taking the center like this. So you have to be prepared for d5 when you're playing this opening. But not everyone knows to do that, so it's a fun one to throw in there. The idea is c3, and then that supports d4, taking the center with your queen pawn, which gives you a nice strong center. As you can see in this game, look at this powerful center. Very, very powerful. Do you have multiple monitors, says someone in chat. The answer is obviously yes. How else could I look up the Alapin variation without you guys seeing it? In fact, right now I have 3 monitors active, but that is not the most I've ever had. Ustreamer110928 wins a prize. How do I give him his prize? Removed. There's your prize. He said something that was not appropriate, and it's gone now. If you guys say inappropriate things, not only will it be gone, but you're going to get banned because we don't play nice around here. You see that huge center, that E4, C4, D5 center I've got there on the board? That's what's going to happen to you. So don't mess around. F5! Look at that center now. Bring out my knights. Got to bring out my bishops, but they're not going to be much good because they're blocked in by that huge center. So this is one of those strange positions where the knights could be better than the bishops. We will find out soon. So in all honesty, not only am I using 3 monitors right now, but I have a 4th monitor that is currently disabled because who could use 4 monitors at the same time? Not me. That would be a lot of chess. So this nice slow game is giving us plenty to talk about. In fact, it's so slow, we can just take a look at my own screen. Here, let me show off my shirt, guys. Isn't this awesome? A friend of mine made this for me. It's original design. He made this in a little painting program. So this is the only shirt that exists that looks exactly like this. If you guys want one, too bad. Actually, you can send me a message like these two guys did and say that's a really cool shirt. And if enough people say that, maybe we'll make something happen. You guys can have cool shirts like this too. Hoo-hoo. Gotta get these bishops out. Should I capture this knight? It's a tough question. On the one hand, it trades off my bishop, but it is my good bishop, not blocked in by these pawns. Oh, really? Really? All that thought and then I just lose a pawn? Well, that gives me an open line. Now I've got a plan. Get this queen off the back. I really want to get this rook in the game, so I need to get everything off the back rank to do it. Got a question on chat. It says, where are you from? The answer is United States, but you already know that because we've already traveled to Czechoslovakia here. We're halfway around the world. Oh, the question wasn't for me, though. The question was for the cool Clarky, who is the forum mod de jour. Not just de jour, because that means of the day, I believe. And he's not just of the day, he's way more than that. And he says he's from Aus, which is awesome. That's the land of Aus. I believe that's Australia. But you can't know for sure. Maybe he's just saying it's awesome. Well, my king is getting a little bit cold out here. I could use some coverings for it. I could come out even further, though. That would be pretty exciting. Yeah. Why not? If I can get all the way down to G7 or something, then his king will be in trouble, because I'll be about to checkmate him with my king. He probably will throw knight h5, then I can move straight back. But then he has nothing better than knight f4 again, and then I can move straight up. This guy wouldn't want to get a draw against me. He's already 1403. That'd be a terrible result. Capture. This is going to be awesome. King to the 4th rank in the middle game. Only on Lichess will you see something this awesome. Nice! Champion king! King f4! Now I need to get it to e4 and then I will win. There's actually a chess variant called Spike Chess. Little known, but the rules are, oh, if I go straight back, the knight here makes me lose my queen. But anywhere else, also lose my queen. Maybe my king shouldn't have done that. Bad king. What was it thinking? What was it thinking? This is horrible. He saw it too. With 1 minute left, the new plan is to run him out of time. That often becomes my plan. Often. All right. See if I can go mess with him. Since he has 1 minute left, I have to make things complicated for him. Since I have no queen, I really have to make things complicated for him. We cannot lose this game, guys. We've already taken the 2 losses that are permitted for the Around the World Championship. So it's going to be all wins all the time from now on. How's that pawn going to escape? Help me, help me. I'm trapped in the center. You sure are, dude, but he's trying to attack pinned pieces, which is going to work well for him. But they're not pinned. Okay. What is my king doing? It's probably moved more than any other piece this game. Not appropriate for a king. Not what kings do. He didn't read the How to Be a King manual. And now he's doing this. Oh, too bad you can't recapture. My rook comes down, and with 30 seconds left, I think we can win this. Which is good because we have to win it. King out some more. Chase that queen around. If he moves his queen, he's not checkmating me, right? I do not like being pinned. I do not like it, Sam I am. How about this? Unpinned. No, still pinned. How about this? Oh, I'm going to lose this pawn, but I won't be pinned. I did not lose it. With 18 seconds left for him, 2 minutes for me, I could take as long as I want to think up the most complicated move. Huh. Well, with no queen, there's not a lot I can do. I guess I'd pull my knight back here. That protects my rook, attacks his queen. But after queen h3, can I really do more damage? I like some of these squares up here for my knight. No, that would lose the bishop if I did that. So I guess I'll just go here. Oh, he's moving too slowly. I've got the win. I can't lose now. Just have to not get checkmated. Bishop up here. Now that's no longer in danger. 10 seconds left. To the Dirk. 10 seconds to the Dirk. 8 seconds. 6 seconds. Oh boy. That's not enough seconds. Is this time to throw my pieces away? Not quite, but it's almost that time. Save your rook. Almost. Oh, it's now that time. It is now that time. Okay. Oh, look, a free rook. Go get the rook. Quick, quick. Oh, too bad. That's not how to take a free rook. Ah, GG. Okay. So now we've taken 2 wins. 3 wins, right? I mean, we just played a 5-minute. Are we miscalculating? Thanks. GG. Yep. I agree. That was definitely GG. So let's go back here. What just happened? Did we just play a 5-minute game? Because that would be a 1-minute, a 2-minute, a 3-minute, a 4-minute, and a 5-minute. That would be 5 games. So what are we missing here? If we click create, we're already in the 5 minutes. We played 1 in the US, 1 in the Atlantic Ocean, 1 in Great Britain, 1 in the Czech Republic, and 1, or that was in Germany, and 1 in Azerbaijan. So we've played 5 games and won 3 of them, and lost 2. Wow, what a great memory technique. Just imagine that you're playing each chess game in a different weird country that you don't live in, and it will be easy to remember how you've done. Try that one at home. All right, so 3 wins, 2 losses. We need to win these last games, diving down to 4 minutes. Is everybody doing okay? Because we're about to head a little bit further east. What is way over there? Pakistan. And for Pakistan, I'm going to be white because I am white, as you guys saw. And if I chose black, I would be very out of place in Pakistan. There aren't a lot of blacks there. Okay. Go, go, attack. At least he's warning me, right? Go, go. Oh, wait, I'm white. Maybe he should not. Maybe I need to go, go. GL, GL. Okay, so we're going to open with the birds opening. An epic opening indeed. You would think that's named after an animal, but it's not. Unless you count Henry Bird as an animal. Oh, is it going to be Fromm's Gambit? Come on. Oh, this is... So with d6, I capture bishop takes. That's called Fromm's Gambit. It's a very, very, very deadly gambit. Black usually checkmates you pretty soon if you go that route. This way is a little different, as you can see. But we'll see how different it is. The goal is to not get checkmated, because I just picked up a free pawn. I took 2 pawns of this champion guy here. He only has 1. I mean, it's easy to count these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is episode 10. Whew, got that cleared up. So with that extra pawn, now I just need to hold down. If I could trade queens, trade rooks, trade bishops, and trade knights, I'd be winning. Someone in chat says, why did you name your channel ChessWhiz TV? After yourself? ChessWhiz? Yes, after myself. The reason is ChessWhiz looks a lot like Cheese Whiz. So much so that if you go on YouTube and you're like, oh, I want to find ChessWhiz TV, I'm typing in ChessWhiz, it actually searches for Cheez Whiz. It says, did you mean Cheez Whiz? Here are the results for Cheez Whiz. If you actually meant ChessWhiz, you need to click over here. And so that makes it hard to find me, which is good because I don't like people finding me. That's bad. By the way, if you want to go back and watch earlier episodes, you can find them over to the let's see, which direction is it? Is it that way? No, cameras confuse everything. Over there, yeah, that's right. If you click over there, you can find earlier episodes. But if they actually fall off the list and you can't find the really cool episode 2, which is the best one, you should go watch that. Then you can find it on YouTube also, which is like the archive of archives. So if you're liking this and you want to see more of it, go watch episode 2. Oh, somebody's spamming me. You're going to be in trouble. Thibaut's going to find you, and he's going to ban you. And not just a little ban. He's going to ban you from lichess.org, and he's not going to stop there. He's going to ban your IP address from the internet. That's right. You're going to turn on your computer, and it's just going to be a black screen. You're going to say, what happened? Oh, I spammed ChessWhiz. Now my computer won't work. I'm not going to do that again. Well, this guy's taking the go-go attack a little seriously. But he forgot that go-go is a part of it. Go! It's your turn. A trade? All that thinking and then you trade? What's the idea? I still need to bring out these last pieces. Still need to bring these out. I can now capture with check and throw away my bishop. That's pretty awesome. Throw away a bishop with check. That's a lot better than just throwing away a bishop. And he's double protecting it. Wow. Well, I'm not going to take that now because you'll have a choice of how to recapture. I want to give you choices. Okay, all my pieces are out. Well, not quite. The rule is your queen has to be off the back rank before you're done developing. So all you people who think, okay, I brought all my pieces out, you're wrong. Your queen has to be done. See, this doesn't look like much. It's just one square, but it's actually important. And I've trapped in my own bishop. At least my queen's off the back rank. Don't play g4. I'll lose my bishop. You don't want that, do you? Not on stream. Oh, whew, he didn't. That was very kind of him. So I push this pawn, now he can't trap my bishop, you see. That's pretty nice. That's what's happening. Knight h5, and I've got all these holes in here. It's going to be tough to defend. Tough indeed. I want to get e4 played. If I can strike back in the center, that will distract him from the attack on the side. That's a good rule of thumb, by the way. I've said it a couple times in previous episodes, but we have a lot of people watching who haven't seen previous episodes. If you're being attacked on the side of the board, strike back in the center, because that's generally a more important place, and that might distract the opponent. Give him too much to do to finish off his attack. Okay, my queen is attacked, facing a rook. Always a delicate situation. I don't like trading my queen for a rook, so I have to be careful with that. Oh, d4 is so tempting. So d4. If he moves his bishop, then e5, closing everything up and taking a lot of space. If he captures me over here on e4, things get really complicated. I take him, he takes me. I capture this way to get my queen off the line from the rook. And I've picked up a pawn because I captured this pawn. Whereas he took this pawn though, so that's an even trade. I do get some trades though by going that route, which is nice since I'm under attack. Let's do it. He'll probably capture on e4. And we're going to trade. The esteemed Lamerson in chat says you can block them. So I'm going to demonstrate for all you guys who get annoyed by people on Lichess, because that's just about everybody. If you're on here long enough, you'll get annoyed by somebody. I'll teach you how to block somebody. You already know how because you have blocked them, but I don't. Can you believe this? I've never blocked anyone on this whole site. It's because I've never had 30 people watching me at once, spamming me. 30 is an understatement too. That's a low estimate. Let me see exactly how many people are watching. Please wait while your video is being processed. That's not a number. Check again, please. Please wait, please wait. Come on. Come on, please wait. It's not what I want to hear. Whoever wakes up in the morning is like, oh, good, please wait. Now I feel better. No. Ooh, some pretty good checks here. I could check here, save my queen, or I could check over there. Guess I'll start with this one and do the other one next. Why not both, right? Okay, now the other one. I think he's in trouble now. Check, my other rook is in. His attack has really fizzled out. Really, really weak. Queen here, threatening checkmate to f8. Boom! Oh, if only this were a cook. There's actually a game where there's a piece that moves from here to here. It's called the cook. Check. And the game is called Cheskers, believe it or not, which is a cross between check and checkers, if you didn't notice. Sorry, chess and checkers. Where some of your pieces move like checkers, and when they get to the back, they become checkers kings, like checkers. And other pieces move like chess pieces. So it's pretty weird, if you ask me. And one of the weird things about checkers is everything stays on the same color square, because checkers move diagonally only. So in chess, how do you reconcile that? Because everything jumps around. Oh, that's a little scary. Well, what you do is you get rid of the knight, which changes colors, and you add a cook, which goes so far that it stays on the same color. It's like over here, and then over here, and then over here. I'll start demonstrating that before I run out of time. I guess I'll tack pinned pieces. And then everything stays on the same color. So you guys can check Cheskers out, but it's not that great of a game. So check and checkmate. So you don't really have to check out Cheskers. The weird part is that it has a cook, which sure would have been handy that game, but I still win. Gogo Attack wants to play again, but too bad. Sorry, I'm heading east. We were just in Pakistan, and we took another victory. Going to India. Thanks. He doesn't know what that means, so let's give him the Ustream link. Maybe he'll make some sense of it there. New opponent. All right, so should we show how to ban this guy? Let's see. You're live, says Raffle. You're live? Huh? Yes, I'm not dead. That's why I'm streaming. This person says, stream. It was hard to play against you and watch the stream in the other window. That sure is hard. The nice thing is you can hear what I'm thinking. The bad thing is you hear it a little late because there's a delay in the stream. So by the time you're hearing what I'm thinking, I've already checkmated you. So it's really just distracting. 342, this person says, I want to be banned. So Urango, who speaks Deutsch, which is why he... No, my internet, please not. Yeah, too bad, Urango. Here you go. So Urango, where's the cool... Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. What do these deadly buttons do? This one says report to moderators. Well, he's pretty reported right now because every moderator in the world is looking at him. And this one says block. Should I block him? He did say, please not my internet. Okay, Urango, this one time, I'm not going to block you. But if you do it again, you're going to be reported and blocked and disconnected from the United States. Okay. 3 minutes. Heading to India. Mixed colors, because that's what you get in India. Mole98! You are doubly famous, Mole98. Not only did you spam me, but we are now playing a game of chess. I know what you did there. Open a new tab. So he must have created a GameSeek for people just like me. He must have been like, okay, I'm going to play... What? Abort? I'm going to play a 3-minute game, and I want to play against people who are rated between 2115 and 2117. I bet that would work. I'll have to test that out. And then you instantly get to play me. Well, a new opponent. If you're not actually going to play, then too bad. 3-minute game. We're doing well. We have won 4 games and lost 2. We just need to win in the last 3 countries for the 3-minute, the 2-minute, and the 1-minute game. It's going to get quick here. Dasha Parova is the next opponent. E6. Finally, we're black. Knight F6. And we're playing the... I believe this is the Bogo Indian, which is a great name. I think it's named after a guy whose last name starts with Bogo, and they just left the rest off because it's such a complicated last name. It's like Bogovic. And so they just call him Bogo for short, which I would do. I really don't blame him for that. Okay, my queen's off the back, and I'm not under a fierce attack, but I don't have the extra pawn. What's going to happen? Someone on chat says, if you have a Twitch channel, I'll go there too. The answer is yes and no. I do have ChessWhiz on Twitch, but there's nothing there. And so it's not very exciting to visit. It's kind of empty, if you know what I mean. The reason is I can't get the Twitch software to work very well on my computer, and the Ustream software works very well. So that's why we're on Ustream right now. But Twitch is always an option. We might go over there in the future. but not the present. There's a lot of possible futures. And this is just one of them. So I was able to pull up the number of viewers we have right now, and the answer is 23, 24. Wow, okay, there were 23, and then someone said, wait for me! I want to be a viewer. Okay, so let's see what happens next. Playing a game of chess. I've moved some of my pieces. I haven't moved this one very much. By the way, if you're wondering what to move, move the one that hasn't moved very much yet, because everybody wants to join in on the fight. So if you leave somebody home, say, well, rook f8, you just sit on rook f8. You just sit there on f8 right there, and I'll play without you. And you're playing at a disadvantage. So our mole in the chat says, yes, that's how I got a game with you. I created a game seek for people exactly your rating in exactly 3 minutes, and I just jumped in the game. And then he was so successful, he left. Probably he didn't actually want to play me, he wanted to test that. So now we know. You guys can get the game with me that way. But there's a catch. If 2 people do it, they're going to end up playing each other. Should I capture? Such a tough choice. And that's going to be a frightening disappointment for both of them. They're going to say, hey, are you Chess Whiz? No. Are you Chess Whiz? No. Ah, abort. And then they're going to do it again over and over. Very frustrating. The nice thing is they're going to be doing it to each other. Each person is going to be like, oh, I'm playing that Chess Whiz guy who isn't Chess Whiz. So they won't mind aborting. So it won't actually mess up the site. These are called the hanging pawns. 2 pawns side by side on an open line. So I need to force one of them to advance to create a weakness. How can I do that? I don't know. And when this pawn comes to a5, it's going to be tough. What if I come over here? Kind of a funny start, but if I start barreling down on this pawn, maybe you'll start to get worried about it. Plus my bishop's not on the same line as that powerhouse anymore. Bring the rest of my pieces out a little bit. I'm liking his position, really, because he has 2 bishops, and I have only 2 knights. And it's kind of an open position. He has more space, too. Is this safe? I don't think it is. I think my knight out here on a limb, a knight on a limb, is grim. Would have been pretty dangerous. Would have been dangerous. Okay. A little bit more chess and we'll be done here. Why can't I move any of my pieces? Everything's stuck. I guess I could transfer this knight up to here. That would help a little bit. Maybe I should double up my rooks. That could help. Yeah, I'll double up my rooks. What I'm looking for is a piece that's on a good square but could be on a better one. I want to improve one of my pieces. And I don't really see any of my pieces that's quite better. I mean, I could come down here and attack his queen with my knight to knight g4. But after he moves his queen, that's not a better spot for my knight. It's actually a lot safer doing more back here. All right, now things are happening. When I capture this, the position changes. So I finally decided doubling up my rooks would be an improvement. So that's what I'm going to do. Knight back there, nice safe place. And now what's going to happen? It's really trapped in, so I'm thinking maybe g6 and knight here, and then I can bring my knight out again. And then Dasha Parova will be sorry that he ever ran out of time, which is what's going to happen here. 15 seconds left. Dasha Parova, watch your time. Look out, no, time. This is a little bit like Bilbo Baggins, who saved his life by screaming time. Some of you know about that. Should I take that? He has 9 seconds left, so I need to think up something that's really complicated. Really complicated. Or just win a pawn. Oh, I better not pre-move that. Oh, it's a good thing. If he had captured my pawn and then I pre-moved rook up there, it would have been a really stupid pre-move. Is he going to get back rank checkmated and run out of time at the same time? We'll never know. GG. All right, that's one more victory. We're heading past India down to the, where were we here? We just won the 3-minute, so now we're down to 2 minutes. So let's not skip over Thailand. That would be a terrible tragedy. But then there's Australia, which Clarky's from. That'd be a good place to go. But that'd be a little far south, kind of out of our way. So where should we go next? There's South Korea. It's pretty nice. Japan's over there. We could visit North Korea. That would be a short visit. I doubt there's anyone watching from North Korea because the internet's a little restricted over there. But there could be. So hi to all you watchers from North Korea. There aren't many. I can tell you that. China would be a nice place to visit, but it's so big, it would take a long time to get through it. Since this is a fast game, we're actually going to go to Vietnam, a little-known country in East Asia, bordering the Pacific Ocean. Some ocean. That's an awesome name, by the way. It's like a row of faces. And he obviously wanted to get in on the game because he jumped in instantly. So he's using that trick. I bet you guys were boarding over and over against yourselves while I debated. Okay, so this is called the Smith-Morra Gambit. I throw away a pawn in exchange for nothing, but it's going to scare him, that's for sure. Bring out my pieces here. Oh, he's so confident. Bishop there. What was I saying about Vietnam? Yes, the capital of Vietnam is Ho Chi Minh City, which isn't quite pronounced like that, but no one knows that it isn't, so that's not a problem. You can actually pronounce things however you think other people will expect, and you're fine. For example, the word niche, which means like a little groove for yourself. You would think it's niche because everyone says niche, except it's actually niche. Which, when people hear you say niche, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's what it is. You're a really smart person. And when you say niche, then they'll say, oh yeah, that's what it is. You're a normal person. So you guys should switch over to niche if you haven't already. It's a way to look impressive. This backward pawn can't advance, so I want to barrel down on it. It's nice to attack things that can't move, because they can't go anywhere and escape your attack. It works for pinned pieces, and it works for backwards pawns. I could sink my knight into that hole. We've talked about what a hole is. No pawns can kick it out, so it's pretty powerful. I'm liking that. I want to improve the position of my pieces, which is why I pulled my queen back. That looks like a nice improvement. He's created a hole here on b6. Now his pawn's not defending that, so when my bishop comes in here, ooh, that's going to be tasty. All right. Oh, that's going to be even more tasty than I expected. A bishop fork? That's not so common. Usually knights get to do the forking because they move in a forking strange way. But when a bishop forks you, then you really feel dumb. Because it's like coming in slow motion. Here comes a... Oh, trade queens first? Okay, I like trades when I'm about to win the exchange. And you didn't get out of the way and you got forked. Always embarrassing to get forked by a bishop. So now that I'm ahead the exchange, I need to not lose all my pawns in front of my king, as happened the last time I was ahead the exchange. How about a bishop in that nice spot? Get out of there, cool knight. I can't kick it with any pawns, so I have to trade knights instead. Getting a little low on time because there's not a lot of time in Vietnam. The time runs out quickly. A trade? I don't mind a trade. Firstly, I'm ahead. Secondly, this bishop is on the same color square as my center pawn, which means it's generally a little bit blocked in. And bishops that are blocked in are not as good. Bishops that defend your own pawns are not as good. Instead, you prefer bishops on the color of the opponent's pawns. Like if I had a black square bishop that was attacking these two pawns, that would be a great bishop. Because it would be able to attack. Pieces like to do active things. And look at that. Capturing his rook would be pretty active. I'm excited to do that. All right. Oh, you're doomed. I'll say GG before he gives up. That's called preemptive GG, and it's very bad manner. But hey, I'm ChessWhiz. I can be bad manner. And then I'll say it again. No, I won't. Thanks for the game. If you say GG and then you don't actually win, then it's very embarrassing. So you have to be careful with that. Other than that, preemptive GG is awesome. It's like, ha, you lose and you haven't even given up yet. So take that. And now we're in the final location, which is the Pacific Ocean. And we have won every game so far, so we might hit our goal of 7 out of 9. We just have to win one more game. Can we do it? I don't know. Let's just sit here where all the fans abort games with each other trying to play me. Too bad. Oh, that's not him. Abort. Oh, that's not him. Abort. 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 Nice try. So there's actually a few... Here, let me show off my beverage. This looks like something cool because the glass is tinted. But it's actually water. Very good water, though. I would definitely turn on my computer and watch someone else drink water. That's some good water. Alright, you guys aborted enough games yet? So there's a few places in the Pacific Ocean. We could go to the Philippines. We could go to Hawaii. It's nice there. Everyone wants to vacation Hawaii. Or we could just drown in the ocean, which is what we're going to do. We're going to take black because it's harder that way. And King Killer is the champion. Aldirus challenges me to a game, but you're too slow, Joe. Decline. King Killer, and he's going to kill my king. Ga 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 ga. Oh! Boom. E6. Let's play another Bogo Indian. Wait a minute, that was the Nimzo Indian that I played last time. Not the Bogo Indian. What was I talking about? It's named after a different half of a guy's last name. So there's a guy named Aaron Nimzovich. I believe he's dead now, sadly, but he wrote a great book called My System. I own it. Which is almost as good as reading it, but at least I own it. And he has this opening named after him, but instead of being like the Nimzovich Indian, oh, he's going to checkmate me. Instead of being, oh, it's the Nimzovich Indian, they just shortened to the Nimzo Indian, which was a great idea because no one wants to say Nimzovich. Oh, you're blocked in, now you can't checkmate me. Too bad. So sad. With the 30 seconds left here. Ooh. Ooh. Anything could happen. Beast is getting forked off. King's getting mated. Are you going to take my rook? Yes. Very, very deadly. Guess I'll just protect like that. Or up here. Yeah, up there. Very deadly indeed. Oh, I'm still protected. Come on, checkmate me. Come on, King Killer. I got a king still. You haven't done your job. Oh, awesome pawn fork. Awesome move. That was great. You got my rook. Good work. But you haven't finished me off. There's still a few more pieces, like my king. You haven't killed my king yet? Oh, you traded a queen for 2 rooks. That's not quite a king killing. Nice try. 8 seconds now. Are you going to perpetually check me? Don't make it a draw. That would be so sad. There we go. No draw. Because a draw for the final game in Hawaii. Yeah. Oh, you're going to run out of time. Perpetual check is not going to cut it. Boy, you hear that sound? That was perpetual check not working. GG, you should have taken the draw. Oh, and we win 7 games out of 9. Awesome. One more message. You are on stream, so you get to be... Do you have some chess title? Yes, my title is Player of Chess. I am a player of chess, also known as a chess player. That's a level 2 chess rank. The level 1 is called a fish. You don't want to be a fish. You move up from fish, you could be a chess player. Beyond that is wood pusher. And then after that is monkey. That's the highest chess title. So you can strive for that. That can be your goal for the future. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thank you guys for watching. As I mentioned, episodes air Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday at this time, which is 3 p.m. GMT. On Saturday, we are going to be playing in the weekly Bullet Tournament on Lichess, which is going to be pretty epic. It's going to be 1-minute games. It's 40 or 50 minutes straight of constant 1-minute games. So if you like fast games, tune in. If you don't, well, tell your friends who like fast games to tune in instead. And then they can tell you if it's any good. Anyway, that's everything. Oh, there is something I want to share with you guys. Let me show this to you. I think you might enjoy this. So I found this cool puzzle, and I will also put it in the chat. Here, let me show it to you. Ready? You go to Where'd he go? Here's where you go. Whoops. Are you ready? Yep, we're ready. git.io, that's git.io/2048. This is a cool puzzle game that I enjoyed. I don't want the new app. It also runs on mobile. That you might also enjoy. What you do is you move these things around with the left, right, and up and down arrow keys, and you mush the tiles together. So for example, we've got 4 and 4 here. They mush together into 8. If they're the same number, then they smash together and add up, like that. If they're different numbers, then they just pile up on top of each other. So the goal is to smash them together and make a really big number, namely 2048. I found this to be challenging. In the end, I did beat it. I did get the 2048, and my best score is enormous. And that took about 5 or 6 tries, but it's going to be harder for you because you're not geniuses. Well, some of you are geniuses. Actually, you're all geniuses. But anyway, this is a hard puzzle. So if you want a cool puzzle, check this out. Now, I am not affiliated with this person down here at all, or Vivo Studio, or that person. And I'm not affiliated with those or those, and I have not donated Bitcoins, and I have not donated on PayPal. Did not call that PayPal, forget that part. And I have not tweeted. I am simply sharing this because I enjoyed it. So you guys might enjoy it as well. git.io/2048. Anyway, this has been ChessWizTV. See you guys next time.